Hello, today we will be doing an install video on Aurora's 7-inch round LED lights on a 2012 Nissan Xterra. The first step is to assemble one of the light assemblies, so let's lay out the hardware so we can begin. Now locate one of the nut holder assemblies so we can begin installation. Insert the lock nuts into the back of the nut holder assembly as shown here. Be sure that the nuts are inserted correctly. The assembled product should look like this. Now insert the assembled nut holder into the back of the LED light. This is what it should look like. Notice how both sides are flush with the light. Make sure the bolt holes look like this. Now grab one of the mounting brackets for the LED lights, and we're going to route the connector wire through the oval in the back of the bracket. Now let's assemble the bracket to the LED light. Be sure to use the black spacer and place it in between the bracket and the LED light, and then you can begin inserting the bolts with washers. Now let's move on to the other side. All you have to do is repeat the steps you did on the first side, and then we will start using the tool to tighten the bolts. Use the supplied Allen key and torque key to get the bolts snug. Do not get them tight yet, as we will need to make some adjustments. This is what the assembled product should look like. Next, we'll head outside to prep the mounting surface. Now that we're outside, take one of the pre-assembled lighting assemblies and place it in the mounting location you wish to use. Make sure there are no obstructions that will prevent you from aiming the light. Grab one of the unassembled brackets, as we will use that as a drilling template. Use a punch or marker to make pilot holes for the mounting bolts. Now we can begin drilling. It's best to start with a small drill bit and move to a larger drill bit. Once the holes are drilled, use one of the supplied mounting bolts to test fit your holes. If the bolt hole is oblong or you don't have a big enough drill bit, you can use a Dremel-like tool to finish the job. Now let's clean the surface area to prepare for permanent mounting. Test fit the bracket with the mounting bolts and make sure you can get movement as shown here, as this will help with angling the light. Now let's get those lights mounted. Be sure that the wiring harness is going to the back of the bracket as shown in the picture. Then begin inserting all of the mounting bolts into the correct mounting holes. You will need to splice the wires, so disconnect the wiring harness so we can show you the two ways that you can wire this to your vehicle. If you wish to operate your main beams independently from your driving lights, then use the two-switch method that's listed below. For the main beam switch, you want to use the red power wire and the black ground wire. For your driving lights, you want to use the yellow power wire and the blue ground wire. For this installation, we did the one-switch method, which means we ran the red power wire to the switch, but then we tied in the blue ground wire for the driving lights and the black ground wire for the main beams and connected them to the switch. And then we used the yellow power wire for the driving lights and tapped into the parking lights. Okay, the installation is now complete. Let's admire our work. Next is making sure the lights function properly. First, we'll start with the driving lights to make sure they turn on and off with the parking lights. Then we'll check the main beams. Once you confirm the lights are functioning properly, it's time to clean up and wait for nightfall. This is what the driving lights look like at night. Remember, we did the one switch operation, so these driving lights come on with the parking lights. Now, let's check the main beams. Yep, that's 13,000 lumens, alright. Let's check the lights one more time to make sure they're functioning. If you want more information, visit us on the web at offbrandproducts.com. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up or leave a comment below. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram.